The life and sad ending of Bo Diddley. Bo Diddley was born Ellas Otha Bates on December 30, 1928, in McComb, Mississippi, U.S. He only had a few hits in the 1950s and early 60s, but as Bo Diddley sang, "You can't judge a book by its cover. You can't judge an artist by his chart success, either," and Diddley produced greater and more influential music than all but a handful of the best early rockers. The Bo Diddley beat, bomp, ba bomp bomp, bomp bomp, is one of rock and roll's bedrock rhythms, showing up in the work of Buddy Holly, the Rolling Stones, and even pop garage knock-offs like the Strangeloves' 1965 hit I Want Candy. Diddley's hypnotic rhythmic attack and declamatory, boasting vocals stretched back as far as Africa for their roots and looked as far into the future as rap. His trademark otherworldly vibrating, fuzzy guitar style did much to expand the instrument's power and range. But even more important, Boss Bounce was fun and irresistibly rocking, with a wisecracking, jiving tone that epitomized rock and roll at its most humorously outlandish and freewheeling. Before taking up blues and R&B, Diddley had studied classical violin but shifted gears after hearing John Lee Hooker. In the early 50s, he began playing with his longtime partner, maraca player Jerome Green, to get what Boss called that freight train sound. Billy Boy Arnold, a fine blues harmonica player, and singer in his own right, were also playing with Diddley when the guitarist got a deal with Chess in the mid-50s after being turned down by rival Chicago label VJ. His very first single, Bo Diddley, I Am a Man, was a double-sided monster. The A-side was soaked with futuristic waves of tremolo guitar, set to an ageless nursery rhyme. The flip was a bump and grind, harmonica-driven shuffle, based around a devastating blues riff. But the result was not exactly blues or even straight R&B, but a new kind of guitar-based rock and roll, soaked in the blues and R&B but owing allegiance to neither. Diddley was never a top seller on the order of his chess rival Chuck Berry, but over the next half-dozen or so years, he produced a catalog of classics that rival Berry's in quality. You Don't Love Me, Diddley Daddy, Pretty Thing, Diddy Wah Diddy, Who Do You Love, Mona, Road Runner, You Can't Judge a Book by Its Cover, all are stone-cold standards of early, riff-driven rock and roll at its funkiest. Oddly enough, his only top 20 pop hit was an atypical, absurd back-and-forth rap between him and Jerome Green, Say, Man, that came about almost by accident as the pair were fooling around in the studio. As a live performer, Diddley was galvanizing, using his trademark square guitars and distorted amplification to produce new sounds that anticipated the innovations of 60s guitarists like Jimi Hendrix. In Great Britain, he was revered as a giant on the order of Chuck Berry and Muddy Waters. The Rolling Stones in particular borrowed a lot from Boss rhythms and attitude in their early days, although they only officially covered a couple of his tunes, Mona and I Am Alright. Other British R&B groups like the Yardbirds, Animals, and Pretty Things also covered Diddley standards in their early days. Buddy Holly covered Bo Diddley and used a modified Bo Diddley beat on Not Fade Away. When the Stones gave the song the full-on Bo treatment, the result was their first big British hit. The British invasion helped increase the public's awareness of Diddley's importance, and ever since then, he's been a popular live act. Sadly, though, his career as a recording artist in commercial and artistic terms was over by the time the Beatles and Stones hit America. He would record with ongoing and declining frequency, but after 1963, he never wrote or recorded original material on par with his early classics. Whether he'd spent his muse, or just felt he could coast on his laurels, is hard to say. But he remains a vital part of the collective rock and roll's consciousness, and occasionally reached wider visibility via a 1979 tour with The Clash, a cameo role in the film Trading Places, a late 80s tour with Ronnie Wood, and a 1989 television commercial for sports shoes with star athlete Bo Jackson. Bo Diddley died on June 2, 2008, of heart failure at his home in Archer, Florida at the age of 79.